Well, all right. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, depending on where you are at. Maybe even good afternoon if you are any of my friends over in New Zealand. And if you're tuning in, I'd love for you to comment below hashtag live and hashtag replay if you're on the replay. If you don't know who I am, because maybe you're catching this from someone who shared this, or you're a new friend on Facebook or LinkedIn. Also, I'm streaming this live on YouTube, so I'd love for you guys to send me some love. If you're here, hello. Oh my gosh. Wonderful. My beautiful sister-in-law. So good to see you from Canada. So feel free to comment below where you're tuning in from, and hashtag live or hashtag wonderful. Welcome, Rena. Thank you so much for being here on LinkedIn. I love this ability that we have now to be live pretty much on every platform. So again, if you're just joining us, my name is Lois Kofi. I'm going to keep this to 15 minutes or less. This is something that I've been really feeling called to do here for my community and also for the world. So if you don't know me, I'm a sales trainer. I actually call myself now a transformational sales coach and speaker and author. And I changed the title. I used to call myself sales coach because I've had a huge shift in transformation in the past year. How many of you here, has anybody that's listening right now had some major shifts in the past year? I'm not talking about 2020. I'm talking about the last 12 months. I'm sure 2020 got your attention like it did me, right? But I would love to, give a shout out to Patrice. Thanks so much, guys. And Rena in Houston. I love it. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. But I'm talking about my own transformational shift in my business and how I'm playing much differently. And my hope is to inspire you. My hope is to encourage you and also give you some perspective. I feel very humbled, very humbled, and very grateful that I have some amazing mentors in my life. I call them my oracles. They're like the oracle from the Matrix who spoke into my life actually over a year ago now. But they gave me hope and a future. They gave me tips and tools and spiritual mentorship to build for me within a stronger mind, stronger body, and stronger spirit to experience this thing called life, and especially with what's happening. Whether you're in America or not, I know you've heard about the Roe v. Wade situation of the Supreme Court. Obviously, everyone knows about the pandemic and how it's still impacting people's lives. I've had every week, someone I know has COVID, something gets canceled or rescheduled. It's a thing. And I've been told that there's going to be a lot of new strains and things coming this fall. There's going to be more wars. There's going to be a huge shift in the globe all around. And it's going to be going on for the next 6 to 12 months. So I wanted to share this stuff with you. I also wanted to announce to you two big things as well. So stay tuned for that. But I want to speak from my heart, and feel free to take notes. Feel free, if you want, to comment below with questions, because it can be what I'm sharing with you might seem kind of weird. I don't know, might seem kind of esoteric. However, I just really am no longer afraid to speak my truth and to be able to share with you not only what I've learned, but what I see coming thanks to the mentors, the guides, the teachers who, oh, by the way, are all going to be a part of my rebirthing of my business, my rebirthing of my podcast, oh, by the way, and the rebirthing of some very near and dear to my heart programs. So if you see value, also, please hit the share button. Feel free to like, comment. If you're on YouTube, even better, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be talking a lot more openly about what I'm learning, what I'm feeling, what I'm intuiting. I really worked on my intuition this last 12 months. Really did a deep dive inside of myself, because if you've been following me for some time, I wasn't liking what I was seeing in the mirror. And I'm not just talking about looking in the mirror on the wall. I was also talking about the mirror of life. And I was really getting confused. And so I did a deep dive and I listened to my intuition. And I talked to hundreds, if actually thousands of people in the last 2 years. And I saw common threads, a lot of common threads. I knew I wasn't alone. There was something gnawing on the inside of me that said, for things to change in the world, you've got to change. So I did some deep dives, some deep spiritual work, some deep unpacking, trauma release, somatic release, all of the things. And through that process, especially for these first 6 months of 2022, tomorrow starts month 7 already. Can you believe it? And so had I not listened to my mentors a year and a half ago, so yeah, about 18 months ago, I honestly don't know if I would be alive. I don't know if I'd be married. I don't know where I'd be. So for those of you who have ears who are hearing me right now, I hope you're really feeling this in your heart, in your gut, because the same people who told me all of the things that I've learned to get on this path of transformational work and healing, which, by the way, is a very courageous path to take because it's not for the faint of heart. However, like I said, my life has changed, so therefore my business has changed. And there's going to be a huge upheaval in August. We're going to talk about it on my 2-year anniversary podcast event. Mark your calendars, July 20th and 21st. I'm going to be celebrating the 2nd year anniversary of my podcast. And along with it, my rebirthing process of myself into my truth, into my business. For you see, when I started Healthy, Wealthy, Wise, this title came from my intuition. It came from the divine, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, I like that title. Not so sure that I embody that, but I like that title. And I've interviewed over, probably about 150 guests and then done a lot of monologues. And I really wrestled with this definition of healthy, wealthy, and wise. And so as I did this deep spiritual dive and healing dive, I also saw the future. And the future, especially in August, there's going to be a huge event, huge shift. There's going to be more wars, more upheaval, more change. You've already seen it. And so the most important thing, and I want you to write this down, the most important thing above all else, same thing my mentors told me 18 months ago that I'm now in turn coaching people on and telling you, the next 6 to 12 months especially, you've got to fortify your mind and connect it with your heart. Get alignment with your head brain and your heart mind. You could call it your body mind, and do some serious mindset work. If I hadn't been so strong after doing a lot of that work myself over the past 12 months, I would have been freaking out about a lot of things that have happened for me this year. And I had my moments, me. Just ask my husband. However, people are either going to freak out and lose their mind, and that doesn't serve anyone, or they're going to work intently, fiercely on their mindset. And I'm not talking affirmations. Affirmations don't work. I'm talking about a deep dive within for you to be able to be your truth, do your truth, and have your truth. People are sick and tired of goal setting and pushy salesmen and this is that for money and all of that, lead magnets and all that kind of stuff. Things are shifting because people are hurting. People are hurting mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Not everyone, and maybe not everyone's even cognizant of it yet. I wasn't. I was living in la la land, making lots of money and thinking that I was doing all the right things. And I wasn't really happy. And so if there's something gnawing at you or someone you know who's just not feeling like life is quite right, I'd love for you to introduce them to me in my Healthy and Wealthy and Wise community. And so as part of this, most of you that have been following know this, so this next part isn't a surprise. I'm going to be teaching transformational mindset work, heart, mind, and head, the body, mind, spirit, inside of my sales training, inside of my magnetic mind groups. You see, the reason we got to where we are with all these wars and Roe v. Wade and all the craziness is because we've been living in a masculine dominant society. And I'm not talking men, I'm talking energy. We have two hemispheres of our brain. The right, this is my right, your left, but my right, that's the feminine energy side of the brain, the intuition, the nurturing, the love, the compassion, the meditative, the intuition, the psychic. And then the left side, that's the masculine energy. That's the goal setting, the logic, the numbers, the math, the warrior spirit. Keep moving forward, right? So here, I'm going to tell you, if you don't balance these two, it can be a really empty life. And the reason I still call myself a transformational sales coach is because your sales career, even if you have a job and you have a side hustle, either way, it's a huge part of your life. It's an extension of you. So guess what? If you think you're not enough, you're not worthy, all of the things, and you're just saying a bunch of affirmations every day and reading Think and Grow Rich for the 50th time, wondering why things haven't changed, it's because you haven't recalibrated the left and right side of the brain, and you haven't really connected the head brain with the heart brain. And then you have the gut brain, right? The three brains in our body that are very, very in tune with your success and want you to live your best life. We just don't know how to tune into them. So if you got, hey, thank you. Wonderful. Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me and commenting. Appreciate your support. And if anything resonates with you, comment below and let me know. If am I preaching to the choir? And if it resonates with you, please hit the share button. Share this with your community. Because I'm talking about things that most people don't talk about. And I'm talking about things that are kind of scary. So the next 6 to 12 months is all about spiritual growth and enlightenment. Being in alignment also with your truth. If your actions don't match your words, or your actions don't match what you really, really want in life, there's a reason for that. And it's because you've got to go within in a different way than we've been taught. It's going to take a lot of courage. The next 6 to 12 months, I encourage you to find your truth. Even if it's not working with me, find your truth. Go within. And last reminder is, again, just managing your mind. And again, I'm not just talking about your brain up here between your ears. You have 3 parts of the mind too. You have the conscious, the unconscious, and the superconscious. So my goal is to help you guys find your truth, awaken within, which takes a lot of bravery and courage, but it's worth it. Every cent, every hour, every tear, every fit of rage. I've experienced it all. And being able to really, really take aligned action with your purpose, with your passion. So again, I'm going to wrap it up here because I just wanted to announce truly, you're going to want to join the Healthy and Wealthy and Wise community. I'm going to announce my events. I'm going to add the links in the comments as well. But July 20th and 21st is the second year anniversary of my podcast launch. And so I'd love for you to save the date. Save the date. I'm going to be having some of my spiritual mentors, the best of the best people that have held me through some of my darkest night of the soul hours. They're going to be on. It's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific time, both days, July 20th, it's a Wednesday, and July 21st, a Thursday. The first day will be all of those interviews. The second day is going to be a live Facebook Live Q&A with me on whatever you want to talk about. So make sure if you're watching this, you're either a subscriber to my YouTube channel or you're inside my Facebook community. I don't plan on going live anywhere else. I don't think I'm going to do LinkedIn. So if you're here with me on LinkedIn tonight, please go to healthyandwealthyandwise.com or go to loiscoffey.com/podcast, or just go to Facebook, find me, Lois Coffey, send me a message, and I'll make sure myself or my assistant will get you invited to that. So that's the first big new birthing. As I relaunch my podcast, you've already seen the shift if you've been following me, but it's going to be more about consciousness, more about awakening. It's going to be more about your three brains, more about having courage to face some of your darkest moments and knowing that you are not alone, knowing that you are never alone, knowing that you are truly a light for this world, and your sales career is an extension of that. And if you're being held back because your mind and your heart aren't in alignment or you're stuck, I want to help you. And so also, I'm relaunching my membership community. Keyword there, community. So if you go to loiscoffey.com/membership, it's relaunching, forgot the date. It's relaunching July 25th. I'm on a mission to create a community of 1,000 subscribers who want to live their best health, their best wealth, their best wisdom through my mindset and sales mastery offerings. There'll be different classes all the time, all hours of the day, to capture this global family that we all are. And I love you. So there'll be morning, noon, night, and eventually there'll be classes almost every day. We got to grow first. So I covet your support. Please hit the share button with your community. If you would like help even before then, I do invite you to book a call with me, talking about what I talked about. Just simply go to bookacallwithlois.com. As long as you've never had one before, it's on a first come, first served basis, and I only do so many per month. However, you can also just reach out to me here, wherever here is for you. LinkedIn, Messenger, Facebook Messenger, YouTube, I suppose. But again, please reach out. When in doubt, reach out. I'm here for you. And I'm so grateful, again, for listening to those mentors 18 months ago, because the next 6 to 12, 18 months are not going to get any easier, guys. And I want to be there for you. I want you to be ideally in my community, but find one that talks about this kind of stuff and helps you fortify with love, compassion, grace, your mind, so that when life happens around us, wars and all sorts of stuff, you don't freak out internally. You're calm, cool, collected, and you are selling with excellence because you are connected, you are aligned, you're listening to your intuition, and you're at inner peace with yourself and your life situation. So again, Coach Lois signing off here with an impromptu but very huge announcement about the rebirthing of my podcast, the rebirthing of my membership, because I was willing to do the work. So I love you. Thanks for tuning out. Look forward to seeing you on the July 20th and 21st, second year anniversary of my podcast launch. And for the relaunching on July 25th of my membership. Oh, by the way, I do have a sale going on right now. I just remembered. You can save $1,000 and jump in. The water is warm. Go to that website, loiscoffey.com/membership. Until next time, guys, here's to your best health, your best wealth, your best wisdom. I have a special episode tomorrow with Monica Dubé, if I can still pin her down. We're going to be talking about Independence Day, which is coming up on Monday here in America, talking about true freedom, which is free your mind. Just like the song said, free your mind and the rest will follow. You're so welcome, Patrice. Anyway, enough of my singing. Please hit the share button if you saw value. Please like, comment, subscribe to me on YouTube. Leave a review on iTunes or iHeartRadio. And until next time, be kind to yourself and others. You never know what someone else is going through, as well as your own self. All right. Bye-bye for now.